We haven't formed that force yet, so there's still work going on. There's a lot of countries that are offered to do it. Obviously, as you put together this force, it'll have to be people that Israel's comfortable, or countries that Israel's comfortable with as well.
It's a civil rights issue, the same as was in South Africa. And the way this peace deal has been presented is, I think, something that even I would never expected, that they would be so shameless and pretend a peace which they never intended to follow within hours. How can you ever have faith in people who claim they're the most civilized in the whole world? I am so disenchanted and so brokenhearted about all this. They asked a number of us what we thought, and I said it was a sham. It is exactly what one would expect. Donald Trump wanted to win the Nobel Peace Prize. It was just a game for him. For Netanyahu, it was also a game. None of them meant to follow the minimum they said could happen. And for me also, there's a very big issue here. Anything that is signed, a deal that is signed, after massive use of arms by one side over another, really not equally side, the Palestinians, the oppressed Palestinians, such a deal throughout colonial history was always a deal of submission and powerlessness on one side. This was not a deal between equals. It was not even a war. You can't call it a war because Israel was armed by all these so-called peace dealers and is still being armed. And Palestinians didn't get any of that kind of treatment. So it was a sham. Of course it was a sham. And the same people who made the peace deal are continuing to arm Israel. As somebody who was born in the third world under colonialism, under the old colonialism in Uganda, to see the same thing happening again. And we saw it during the Iraq War. So these guys from the European Union, Macron, our Prime Minister, the American side, and their client state, Israel. Israel is the Western government's client state in the Middle East. From the time it was created, that was the aim, to have a client state in the Middle East. And the facts of it are that they said, we will take over the Palestine without the will of the Palestinian people. They were not given a referendum, they were not given a vote. And at the head will be all these white men. It has always been the same story. The West looks after Israel and Israel oppresses the Palestinians.